Hi Gemini, it's your April 2024 reading. So you're getting the Four of Pentacles in reverse, the Princess or Page of Cups, the Five of Wands in reverse, and the Six of Swords in reverse. You're being encouraged to open your heart to an incoming offer, an expression of wanting to connect with you in a positive way. It could be like academically, like intellectually, wanting to work with you in some way from a younger person or a peer. It could also be possible, I would say it's a message of love, like somebody admires you. And you're being encouraged to let your guard down a bit, to kind of accept the love, the admiration being offered to you. I think this will help heal some aspect of you in which you've been going through a hardship and you're considering leaving a situation. This will be like something that salvages a really unpleasant situation you've been dealing with. And it will give you hope. It'll bring you hope again. Yeah, for whatever you're dealing with here. I'm going to ask for some more insight. This one is peace. This could be a peace offering. I also saw this one. Dreams. You could have had some like dreams deferred in some way over this conflict, and I think this offering of this peace offering will help rekindle your path towards working towards your dreams. I just really saw the two X's stand out. Number 20, if that's meaningful to someone. Ooh, Thunderbird vision, trailblazer. You're able to start off on this trailblazing dream of yours again. I feel like it's been halted. There's another fives, the Five of Wands. Five of Wands was like some kind of disagreement, inability to move on past a disagreement. Everyone's kind of locked in the conflict, and it held you locked in that energy too. With the peace offering, everything starts moving again, and you're able to trailblaze through some vision that you've had that you want to work on. So things are opening up for you again in April to move forward. Whatever's been stagnant and been kind of dragging you down, and you thought maybe you had to move on to another situation. The advice here is to hold out for April and see how things shift and move forward during that time. I want to get another. So you're also getting creation story, pathway. Yeah, there's definitely a pathway opening up for you, and you're taking the starting steps. This is the beginning of your story of following your dreams. So you thought possibly with this stagnant energy that this was ending, like this was the end of the story, or it was not going to begin. This is actually the beginning. That was just kind of the prequel, and now you're really in the beginning. Let me just keep drawing until I feel like the message has been finished. So you get the Tower in reverse, yes. And the Tower energy with the thunder looks very similar, feels very similar with the Thunderbird vision. Yeah, so this tower, this disruption is coming to an end because it's in reverse. So if you were unsure whether it's ending or not, it is. And yeah, really the message is coming through to like hold out for April. So you also get the Four of Wands in reverse. And the Temperance card in reverse. I would say manage your expectations. Things aren't going to totally turn around with this shift. You're not going to have a completely happy work environment or happy home, or happy total resolution. It's not going to be like that kind of movie-like ending, right? So just manage your expectations a bit, that things are moving forward. They're not going to be completely resolved, but they're moving forward in a positive way. And most importantly, they're moving forward where they weren't before. With the Temperance in reverse, it's also like move forward with this energy at a steady pace. You might be tempted to like blaze forward because maybe you feel like it's a limited window of opportunity. It's really not. This shift is here to stay, so you can start on this pathway at a leisurely pace. Make sure to take care of yourself. Make sure to have confidence and trust in the pace that you're working. That's good for you. That's good for your balance between your well-being and accomplishing this vision that you're working towards. So a lot of great movement happening for you in April, and I'm wishing you all the best with that. Hi Cancer, an April 2024 reading for you. So we start with the Eight of Swords in reverse, the Eight of Pentacles, the Princess of Discs in reverse, and the Hierophant. Interesting. This is pretty clear to me. So it's a message to get out of your own way, to show up and do the work, because you're not a novice anymore. You're entering this Hierophant energy, and you can start seeing yourself in that way. You can let go of any limitations that you feel, because actually it's you imposing the limitations on yourself mentally. No one else is. You're fully ready to step into this mastering the craft energy with the Eight of Discs, and part of that entails you letting go of this sense of being like a beginner or a novice, and to step into the mentality that you're already kind of the expert in whatever this is you're working on. That's going to help you move forward at the pace that you need to progress. You're definitely ready to do that. I feel another advice coming in with the Hierophant, that likewise, there's somebody in authority that is inspiring to you. There's something about your identity where you're identifying yourself as not as advanced as that person. So it could be your advisor, and weirdly that's keeping you in a state of feeling less advanced than you actually are. So something to think through there as like the main self-imposed limitation that you're dealing with is that maybe stop defining yourself in relation to your mentor, your advisor, and just start defining yourself on your own terms, because eventually you will be this expert. Okay, so let's get some more cards. Upheaval. Ooh. And new opportunities. Yeah, so you do need to upheave this way of thinking because you have new, fresh opportunities coming in for you, and you need to walk the part. You need to like be the part already, the way you present yourself, the way you act, in order to get the part. That's why this message is coming in for you right now. In order to, this new opportunity is matched to you. This is a great opportunity for you, but they're looking for like someone who seems like they can already do the job. They're not looking for a student who is like unsure. So it's advice for you to walk the talk, to play up the accomplishments that you already have, the experience that's already under your belt, so that they see the potential for you and it's a match. It's really just like this new opportunity is there for you. You just have to get out of your own way, like I said. Beyond just showing up and doing the work, show the work that you've been doing so that people can really assess the value, and there's a lot of value to what you have been working on. Okay, some more cards for you. Cancer and April messages. Oh, not coming through yet. Okay, there we go. So you have the good being, worth. Yes, know your own worth. And know that people regard you in this way, that you're the good being. But also about like being in good relations, showing social value in the way that you connect to people. Like, yeah, I feel like a gentleness. Something about the connection, like people see, they want to work with you, they see the potential in partnerships with you, because you're the kind of spirit that people want to be around. Just remember your worth, you know? I'm getting the image of like, say you're in an interview and you kind of go into like robot mode, like listing your accomplishments. This would be a message to let your personality shine through, because this is part of your worth in the workplace or in the opportunity you're going for. Authenticity. Yeah, this really matches with what I just said. Show your authentic self, the rainbow of your personality. Yeah, that will make you stand out and shine through. There really is an opportunity coming your way. Maybe this will give some clarity on what that is exactly. Okay, there's two cards here. So this is the Two of Swords and the Knight of Pentacles in reverse. So this is like recalibrating. You have some kind of path, direction, deciding to do. It's kind of like you're recalibrating. So I want to say, if there is something like you're thinking of a change in career path and it feels risky, this is the right thing to be thinking through. Take your time with it so that you can fully think it out, what that actually looks like. But you are going in the right direction by recalibrating your path. Yeah, so that's your April message, and I'm wishing you the best on that journey. Hi Leo, this is your April 2024 reading. So you get the Prince of Swords, the Two of Discs in reverse, the Five of Cups in reverse, and the Ten of Cups. Ah, love that. So I can already say that the Five of Cups is directly related to the Ten of Cups path, that there is some sort of loss, feeling of loss, emotional loss that you've been dealing with, and it's been dealt, basically, like you've dealt with it, and you're definitely finding your way with the Prince of Swords to cut through basically like your perception, the negativity, to keep your sword pointed towards hope, and you're navigating your way through the chaotic energy towards this Ten of Cups. Basically, it's like a message of there's nothing standing in the way between you and the Ten of Cups now, because you have mastered your own perception, your own ability to keep your internal waters calm while the chaos is going on around you. You will always get to the Ten of Cups now because you have that incredible mental power to basically let things play out around you while not being overly affected by them, right? You're still a part of it, but it's not throwing you into a sea of emotions, of chaotic emotions, or feeling of helplessness, feeling loss of control. You have found ways to still navigate through those situations with trust, to remain true to your emotional fulfillment. Peace. Yes, you've learned to attain peace for yourself on your own terms, through your own strategies. You don't wait for peace to come to you. You fly to peace. You create the peace yourself. Modest fortitude. Yes, this is the pace at which you're working ahead, you know. Slowly, step by step. It's such strength with this, that you walk with modest fortitude, creating peace, maintaining your internal peace, and maintaining your gateway open to the Ten of Cups emotional fulfillment. Congratulations, this is such a great step for you that you're taking along in your journey. Oh, still having trouble with this deck. I'm gonna shuffle it. There you go. Roots, reconnection. I also see this as with the Ten of Cups, you digging in your roots, growing roots, and making them strong. You've gained a strong foundation for basically like your emotional and mental balance to get through any kind of situation. You can withstand any storm because you've dug in and grown deep roots. Yeah, that's all internal work that's playing out on your life stage in a big way, that you'll carry with you forward for the rest of your journey. Storytelling, connection. I love that. What is that about? That seems pretty different. I'm gonna get some more cards. Roots and storytelling. Storytelling about your roots. Ooh. Has part of your strength come from remembering the stories of your roots, recalling the way that your ancestors survived? And storytelling for yourself as much as for others has helped you grow these roots and get connected to your ancestors. That's what's fortifying you in an interesting way, beyond just your mental fortitude, your emotional fortitude. You've learned to connect with your ancestors to support you as well. That's lovely. The Page of Cups. There's a surprise, a beautiful, wonderful surprise, and an offer of love and admiration, or thanks, an offer of thanks coming to you. It will warm your heart, yeah. It looks like a small thing, but it's like a sign, it's like an indication that you're on the right track, and that it's like a sign that to let you know that you really have been healing. And the Six of Wands in reverse. So this tells me this is, yeah, very much an internal thing. So when you get this message of hope, love, or admiration, it will signal to you and internally like some kind of milestone, some kind of victory. So if you're like, if you're mentoring someone younger than you, for example, and they just come to you and they say, thank you for everything you've done, like you've really changed my life, something like that, it will just light something in you that says, yeah, the work you did is meaningful, it changed this person's life, you're definitely on the right track. And so that's your April reading. I'm just giving you, sending you so much love on that, and have a good one. Virgo, this is your April 2024 reading. Oh, this got left for you, so let's use these. Queen of Cups, Princess of Wands, the Justice card. Wow, strong. And the Six of Discs or Pentacles. You're speaking from the heart and with the fires of passion to stand up for something that you see needs balance in your immediate vicinity. So this can be like on the small scale, like you saw somebody being mistreated and you stand up for them. It could be like on a more moderate scale where you see systematically people are being mistreated, like in your school, in your area of work, and you bring this to light. You advocate for a change by showing great care and passion that kind of ignites people's hearts around this thing that they didn't see before. It could be on a larger scale where you're standing up for a cause and you have the right words, the right timing, the right voice to really illuminate this thing, to bring about justice. Basically, your voice and your heart are very strong at play in April to bring about some sort of justice in your individual life or in the broader society that you're rooted in. Maybe within your family as well, community. You're the one that's bringing in this energy. It's not coming in externally. You're like the anchor drawing in this justice energy. Yeah. With the Six of Discs, you're getting a lot of support. With this imagery, it almost looks like you're receiving support from a screen. So like, it's like you're on the screen and people are watching you, supporting you, like sending likes. So there could be an element of like digital media coming in here of how you use your voice for advocacy. So if there's something that's been on your heart, maybe you've already been speaking about it, it's almost like you gain more of a mastery over it this time. The ladybug and sweet pea with happiness. Lovely. So that doesn't need much explanation, right? This will bring you a lot of happiness. I feel also contentment that you made the choice to do this and it really is working out the way that you hoped. And the frog and lotus with metamorphosis. There's feel like there's the emphasis on the lotus in this for you. The story of like the lotus, especially connected to Buddhism, is that it's this kind of like a story of like enduring very difficult conditions in order to blossom into this beautiful flower, like almost achieving this impossible formation of life and beauty out of muddy situations, because the lotus grows from mud environments, and then it kind of rises above. So I think that's very much a metaphor for what's happening in your situation. Just focus on the lotus energy as kind of a symmetrical energy to what you're bringing in with justice in your vicinity in April. Oh, I don't know why I picked this up. That was just automatic. So I guess we'll get another set of cards from here. Wasn't part of the plan, but let's go with it. The Eight of Pentacles. So you're working hard on this. Let's put it here. And the Hierophant in reverse. You're working hard on this thing you're working on, and it's going to be a bit unconventional, your approach. But that's exactly what makes it work, because it's unconventional. So just have faith in that, even though it seems a little bit different, that's why it will work, because everyone's possibly been trying to solve this problem in the same way. You turn it upside down and you find a way to like create an institution in an alternative, unexpected way. And really it's you're the one who sees this, because you've put in the long hours, the work. You're the one that has gained that perspective. So say for example, you've been like a teacher in a school for several years, and you know the system inside and out, you know how it works intimately. That's why you're the one that's uniquely qualified to make the adjustments that you need to. And that's why you see these unconventional pathways to making adjustments so that the institution works for everyone. You really are gifted that unique vision. So just believe in your own expertise and your wisdom gained through hard work, and because that's really the source of your power right now. Okay, let me get the correct deck this time. Okay, let's get some Oracle. I already see this one coming out. See your prophecy. That's what I just said. You're the one that sees. And the sun rays here are reminding me of they look like the ones in the Hierophant. You're really the one who can see the institution inside and out, because you've been through all the veins of it for multiple years. And like your prophecy for how this can change comes from experience, but also, you know, like probably you have clairvoyance abilities, intuitive abilities as well supporting you. You could definitely tap into those more on this. And then I saw this one wiggle. The Winged One trusts. Yeah, this is confirming for me that you have spirit team support that you can put your trust in. Look for signs, like maybe a hummingbird is your sign. This flower really looks like the lotus, similar to the lotus. You might want to look to any flower that looks similar to a lotus as a sign as well. When you're feeling a little bit lost, looking for guidance, you have support that you can tap into, especially with your intuitive abilities. Okay, maybe a couple more. So you have the King of Wands. It says, shine your inner candlelight, bring in bright enough for others to follow. Yes, you're definitely a leader stepping forward with your expertise, your wisdom, to become a beacon for others. It's similar to like the Princess of Wands with the Queen of Cups energy. You're pouring your heart into the world. And like with that social media analogy or imagery that we got, right? That your posts are a beacon. They're not just posts. They're a beacon for people who need to hear something like that. The World, yay, you did it. Now do something to celebrate a job well done. There's a lot of success here. There's completion of a soul journey that you're on. Yeah, there's, you know, whatever's in your way, it won't last long because you're much more powerful. You're on a mission, you're on a journey, you have support all around you. This thing will get done. This will happen, and I'm so excited for you. Yeah, so April is looking amazing, and just sending you all the love and support from my end as well to make this thing happen. I really believe in you, and I can't wait to hear if you want to catch me up on how it all went. Hi Libra, your April 2024 reading. The Three of Swords, the Princess of Cups in reverse, the Justice card, the Six of Discs. There are a couple cards that came up here similar to Virgo, which I just read. Is you might be working with a Virgo, or Virgo might be standing up for something that you went through. But you might want to connect to the Virgos in your life that you trust and work well with, because with the Three of Swords, there's something that wounded you. And it shut you down in terms of your openness to making connections with whatever like institution, community you're involved with. You're basically like your trust is broken. You're not as open to trusting and connecting with people as you did before. But the good news is that justice is coming to help heal that. And you'll receive a lot of loving support, as well as material support. So not just like beyond finances, like more like also like if you are trying to gather a petition, then you're gonna get a lot of people doing signatures. If you put this on social media, you'll get a lot of support there. Yeah. Yeah, I want to pull some more cards, but that is the starting message, that in April, the justice wheel will turn around for you. And yeah, I'm so sorry for anything that you went through, but healing is a part of this, and healing is happening now. Oh my gosh. I was just thinking, like, how weird would it be? I just kept saying healing towards the end. If we got the healing card, and you did, with the deer and the oat, you are most certainly healing now, and throughout April, the healing will progress a lot. And loyalty, you have a lot of supporters, a lot of fans who are supporting you. Fans of just who you are, as you are, accepting you fully. Cedar, With extraction. Actually, I need to read the message on this one. Okay, so cedar is used in as described in some Native American cultures, indigenous cultures, to extract negative energies, things that you don't need to carry with you anymore. So this could be a key part of your healing, to go about in whatever kind of like ceremonial way that you need to extract the dense, heavy energies that you went through. Pull these swords out one by one. You could like find some cedar as an element to bring into your home and your life. That will help. I mean, if you're attracted to stone crystals, you could see like what helps with extracting negative energies. Yeah, you can kind of go in that direction to take initiative on your own healing with that. Soil and stars with balance. I'm going to read you the first paragraph. It says, have you found yourself lost in the ethers, floating away from reality, bypassing what is going on here in the physical realm? It's really what I felt with the Princess of Cups, like withdrawing your trust to connect. Sometimes it is too painful to fully feel into our lived experience, and this card comes to gently bring you back down to earth. A balancing between realms is the medicine needed for you at this time. In order for us to function in healthy ways, we must be connected to both the soil and the stars, so the physical and the spiritual worlds. And so this is calling you back into balancing into the community, into the physical world as part of your healing. That will probably be like a later step, but you will get there. You will regain that trust again in April. Okay, a couple more cards here. The Queen of Cups in reverse. And it says, honoring your emotions is one of the highest forms of self-care. That really goes well with this card we just read, right? Balancing, like feeling into the emotions. I think acknowledging and naming the emotions that are coming up for you will be a great way to process them and release them for you. So you basically haven't been yet processing. With the Queen of Cups reverse, it's like bottling up emotions, not processing them. So your work of healing would be to turn that around. And toxic witches, and it says be cautious of those who take more than they give. I would advise that literally. Be cautious of those who take more than they give. This might be what is originating that initial feeling of betrayal and broken trust. Yeah, and boundaries with this. And, like pay attention to the red flags, because they're there for a reason and you pick up on them for a reason. And yeah, you can guard yourself against people like that in your community. Just remember, not the whole community is like that. So it looks like you're going through something intense. I just want to leave with a therapist's card for you. Okay. Wow, this came up recently too. You're doing fine. Don't give up, with our little sweet wolf in the full moon. Yeah, maybe by the next full moon that occurs in April, you'll see that there's a big shift in your healing. And so that's your April message, and wishing you so much love on that. Hi Scorpio, your April 2024 reading. So you have Two of Pentacles, the Four of Pentacles in reverse, the Chariot, The Four of Wands. This is very sweet. This is telling you to let go of your what's the word? Reservations a bit, and take a chance on the unknown, the chaotic energy, and trust yourself that you can balance it, because very quickly a huge happiness will result from that direction. It could be making a partnership, because this is kind of like the commitment card, the formalizing card. So it could be taking a relationship, an intimate relationship, to the next level. It could be formalizing an institutional commitment, like by signing a contract, starting at a program. Yeah, and that can all happen very quickly to align you to your path, take you through this portal that's meant for you. It just takes from you a little bit of accepting the risk and going for it, and trusting that you won't fall, that you have what it takes to walk this line and balance into this next step. Because yeah, this is up leveling. It's something you haven't done before. Just trust that you can do it, and you can. All these three came out. I want to use them all. So this will be the first one. It says Wisdom, the Owl and Hop. Patience, the Bobcat and Blackthorn. And Mischief, the Martin and Foxglove. With the Mischief, this is more of a reiteration of what I was saying here, of letting go of your reservations. Just be a little, take on that lightheartedness, be a little mischievous in your mindset of, you know, what if we did this? What if we did that? Instead of trying to follow the rules to avoid disaster. It's like the Martin has this way of like being able to navigate danger with this mischievous mindset, right? So if you're a little playful with it, you have fun, I think it'll be easier for you to navigate the unfamiliar territory you're stepping into. With the Owl and Hop, it's just reaffirming that you have the wisdom. Trust yourself, trust your inner wisdom to pull yourself through in this path that's aligned for you. And with Patience is be gentle and patient with yourself, you know, like you're not going to be trusting and be able to let go of control overnight. It takes time, but there's great rewards in the end. It's really going to get you where you need to go. Basically, you need to take a bit of risk to get to that next bit of your pathway that really brings a lot of happiness here. Clan Animal Totem, Claiming. Oh, I really feel like, yeah, feels very much like what the Four of Wands was bringing in. Claiming your clan, claiming the community or the commitment, the institution, the partnership that you want to be a part of, and it will claim you back. If you're on that academic journey, it's kind of like you're starting off and like you're starting to name yourself as a scholar, as an academic, starting to play with the idea that you're like Dr. So-and-so. And that's kind of your way of already claiming this. And for some reason it feels risky for you to follow this through. It's not a risk. It's a soul calling. And you can follow that call all the way as far as you want, as far as it's meant to lead you, which is all the way. Sage Stick, Cleanse. So the booklet says here that Sage is here to assist you illuminating areas that need to be seen and acknowledged. So maybe think about like what doesn't feel seen or acknowledged in you. That will show you some key answers. As I was looking at this eagle, I noticed this eagle here. It could be something that's not yet seen or acknowledged in your clan, your ancestors, that you want to make visible. It's kind of complicated, but that will essentially lead you down this path, give you the strength to fortify you to take this risk as you see it, and follow this guidance to claiming your spot in this partnership or this community. If you've noticed yourself feeling heavy or dense with emotion or discomfort, allow this medicine to clear it so it may be transformed. So it's helping you lift out any heavy or dense energies, like a fear of the unfamiliar, fear of taking a risk. I think, yeah, Sage, this card is talking to that. And you might literally want to go and pick up some sage and like do some ceremony around your house or over your body with that. The Six of Pentacles in reverse. It says, every blessing you give will eventually be returned to you. Since it's in reverse, I'm thinking that you're in the reception part. It's something is being returned to you. It can be materially, but it can also be like karmically, like this is meant, this pathway is being returned to you because you earned it by something that you did. And just a reaffirmation that like this is being gifted to you from the world, from the universe, and you have everything you need to be able to accept it. Ooh, 10 of Swords in reverse. Hurt people, and hurt witches, hurt witches. Part of claiming this clan or your community is a way of also putting boundaries and protecting yourself from the people who are not your community. In a way, it's like everything tells you, society tells you, like these people who are hurtful and hurting you are your community, but you're calling that out and you're like, no, I don't belong to this. Like, this is not what I believe in, even though maybe you were born into this. Yeah, I get the sense now that you're making a very difficult and unconventional exit, and that's why maybe it feels like a big risk because you're leaving a lot that you were possibly born into, and it's your whole world, to enter another world, so to say. It's definitely worth it, though, from what I see in the cards. Hi, Sagittarius. An April reading for you. 2 of Wands. 6 of Cups. 7 of Wands. And Princess of Discs in reverse. There's something very beautiful happening here with a dream that you're holding fast to, and you're really like visioning how this can come together. All the pieces are coming into place. And it's like you're revisiting you're fulfilling some aspect of a childhood dream by doing this now in your adulthood. There's something that I would say you almost didn't think it would be a viable option for you, but times have changed, and it's like now you can take on this childhood dream of yours that you might not even recognize it as a childhood dream, but try to remember like an inkling of how this came to you as a child, how you used to play, and possibly playing in the way that you're like going in your career or your studies trajectory now. And there's something so beautiful about that. It's like the remnants, the string, the mystical strings from your past are being woven into what you're doing now. There's a lot of magic in that. What's happening here with the Seven of Wands and the Princess of Discs in reverse, I get this to be like a health thing. Like you might be so passionate about this thing that you want to like start, or like that you're getting off the ground. You see how the figure's cloak is being kind of consumed with flames? The passion is rising and it's giving you momentum to do this thing that you're visioning. But there is a warning about like managing your passion levels and making sure that you attend to your health, because you have the inkling of a health issue coming upon you. And I think you already have the symptoms right now. They're like little things, like maybe you have a little ache in your shoulders, or do you see how this person has their hand on their hip? Maybe there's an ache in like your side or your back. It's just a message to attend to those things. Don't ignore them because you're focused too much on this flame that you're developing. Don't forget that you have a body that does need to be taken care of energetically and physically. Okay, we also have mischief. This is about regarding your health, the mischief. There's some mischief at play, and it really is like, mischief is a small thing, right? Not a big thing. So it's something that's like, can be like playing with your energy levels, like giving you low energy. It's just a small thing that you need. If you give the attention to attend to it, the answer will come through for that. And leadership. You're becoming a thought leader on this thing that you're working on. I really feel like it's an innovative kind of energy here. And of course it's great for you because you get to live out and do your childhood dream. But it's great for others too, because you're setting a new direction that people can think in and can take for their own happiness and for, how do I say it? It's like you're spreading cups of joy through this thing that you're realizing. It could be something like this, like I think when I was growing up, like video games were not so widespread yet, and but nowadays, like, most people have access to some form of digital games, right? And it's kind of like there weren't so many jobs back when I was like going through high school and college for video games. I think it was kind of on the rise because I grew up in around Silicon Valley, so like there might have been more jobs around there. But now it's like anyone can kind of like make their own app or their game and make it a reality. And so like it's speaking not specifically to video games, but do you see how I'm saying like how a childhood playtime became an occupation, like a viable occupation, just the way that technology developed over the past few decades? Something similar is happening here, where you're seeing the potential for something you always dreamed of doing as a child, opening up for you to actually realize that and do something with it. And yeah, so the point with the leadership is you're at the front of this thing emerging, this new opportunity emerging that is going to open up for a lot of people, spread a lot of joy. And so you're going to help like show them the way that they can do their joy as well into adulthood. And while you and people are working in this joyful space, you're spreading joy to the people who you know, receive the service or buy the products as well. There's like a lot of love and lightheartedness in this, which is a way of kind of solving major world problems at the same time. Do you see? It's like a lot of love and magic to solve a world problem in an unexpected way. I saw this one pop out. I don't want to lose that. Sacred space, support. Putting it here next to the Six of Cups, I feel like this is asking you to reach out to the people who support you, almost in that same, that have that same childlike imagination or enthusiasm for what you're doing. If you remember, like maybe being a child and you had break time or you had an activity to work on, and you like turn to your classmate or your friend and you're like, hey, you want to work on this with me? And they're like, yeah, let's do it. So I feel like it's that kind of that support of like-minded energies, like-minded people that this is asking you to draw on. And then you also get creation story, pathway. This is definitely what I was talking about. You are creating a pathway for yourself and for others. Yeah, as I said that, I remember the mischief, so don't forget to balance that with taking care of your health, because I feel like this is definitely one of your soul purposes, and you're very like lit up and enthusiastic about doing this. You have your whole life, you have many years for this to unfold, so just take it step by step and remember to take care of yourself. That's also your soul purpose. Nine of Pentacles in reverse. I'm going to hold off. I have a feeling of what that is. Page of Pentacles in reverse, which is what you got here. The Princess of Pentacles in reverse. So that does confirm what I was going to say here. Heavy emphasis on taking rest, taking your health seriously. Do you see how the figure in the Page of Pentacles is eating an apple? When it's in its upright, it's like everything is balanced. You have the material wealth, the emotional well-being, and the physical health. And so you are meant to work towards this place in a very measured way. But that entails balancing those things, right? Balancing the success, the material success, as much as the mental well-being and the physical well-being. Keep those things in balance, because you got re-emphasized here, where it's just that nudge, that little nudge of indication that your health needs attention, like possibly say your blood pressure is borderline high, something like that, where you're not in the danger zone yet, but treat it as the nudge that you need to pay attention to put your health in the right direction. And so that is your April message, and I'm wishing you a great month. Hi Capricorn, this is your April 2024 message. Ooh, that just popped out. We'll take it. Ace of Discs in reverse. Princess of Swords in reverse. Four of Swords in reverse, and the Wheel of Fortune in reverse. Lots of reversals. Well, the first thing, the Ace of Discs reverse came out. The first thing I thought was, this is not the right time to start something that you want to. And it's something like both you and the project, the seed, needs to rest and prepare first for a little while longer, so to catch the right timing. Yeah, Four of Swords reverse. I feel like this is a call for like a deep rest, deep restorative rest on the part of you and the project. Something like, you can think of it this way, like the planning, the ideation needs time to click into place, and you might not be giving it that time, the time to like put it to the side and let things kind of click into place, like ideologically, how the plan is coming together. It essentially needs that time. So you do, your message for April is to structure that in. I mean, it's a lovely message for April. It's telling you to take a good rest, and like it looks like you really deserve it and you really need it. There's a key thought that's not dawning on you yet, a key insight or inspiration, or like connecting to the right material that's not dawning on you yet. It's the same message. It needs the right timing. So while you're waiting, and this is essential, I think it's waiting for you to take your rest so that you're ready. The timing is right so that you're fully rested. You can, when this inspiration dawns on you, you can set off on putting it to motion without having to break your momentum because you're too exhausted. So it's like you need to store up enough battery to give this the momentum it needs, your project, your idea, by the time you're ready to receive it. Nourishment. Yeah, so while you're working on your rest, you might want to also work on like your vitamins and your nutrients intake, kind of getting all that settled, putting it into a routine, I would say. Your healthy eating, your healthy rest. And boundaries. So first thing that came to mind was making boundaries with your work, kind of getting workaholic vibes here. Healthy boundaries with yourself and your work and your social life. Trying to see if there's another message. Also boundaries with like your social and family circles, of like anyone trying to like ask you to like do things for them that they can do themselves just because they're used to it and you're used to it too. Now's the time to start saying no and saying like, can you actually do this because I need to take time for rest, you know? Take the time for the long bath, take the time to sleep in on the weekend. That's the rest that you're being called into. Just remember, it's in service of the better. It's not a selfish thing. Balance. Yeah, balance. I was waiting for a balance card to come up. I thought it might come up in this deck, but here it is. Balancing is key to sustain that momentum of what you're trying to accomplish. And yeah, so this figure has feet on the ground, hands in the air, in the sky, in the spirituality, in the idea realm. But the only way it turns, the only way it works is with balance, not by overdoing one or the other. And then you have cleanse, sage stick. So you already got messages for rest and nutrients, and now you're getting like a detox message as well. So this means energetically as much as physically, but definitely heavy emphasis on the physical cleanse. They are related, but mental cleanse as well. So you're getting strong messages for caring for your health in multiple planes: the physical, emotional, and mental. I believe this is because, first of all, April's going to be a good time for you to be able to do that. You might have some kind of opportunity for a good break. This just came to my mind. Camping. Take a camping trip, like spring break, something like that. Go out in nature. Go into like a river or a natural hot spring. Something like that would be really good for you. And you're also getting this because you're going to start working. It's going to first of all open up the portal for the inspirational idea to land on you, and then you'll be able to start working on it. Maybe like in May is when that starts materializing for you. Temperance in reverse. This is about balance too, but it's in reverse, meaning you need to work towards this temperance card, towards this balance. It's about balancing extremes. So you might be in a situation where you have cycles of work where you're working really intensely in some months and you have less work in others. Find a way to like care for yourself in between those extremes. This tends to happen if you're on an academic schedule. It can get really intense, like in the semester, especially towards the end of the semester, and then suddenly in the break months, there's like nothing. Find ways so that it's not so extreme and you can keep going with a more moderate balance. Okay, this one. Ace of Cups. This is all about self-care. It says, do you feel that in your heart? That's potential, dear. And this has a potion. Yeah, this is really like taking care of yourself with like herbs, tea, detoxing cleanse, like juices. But definitely doing it in a loving way, day by day, nurturing yourself as if you would like a newborn baby. This is the time to do it. If you've already had thoughts about doing it, like kind of methodically, like starting a new health regime or something like that, starting a cleanse, this would be your green light and your encouragement to do it this month. Most importantly, out of self-care, because you're precious and you're doing important things, and someone needs to care for you. If it's not going to be you, who's it going to be? Hi Aquarius, a message for your April 2024. Ooh, Two of Wands. Sagittarius just got this. Maybe you're working with a Sag. And the King of Cups in reverse. The Queen of Cups. And the Eight of Pentacles. So this is a message about your work or your studies, and you're in this energy, the Eight of Disc energy of mastering your craft. Do you see how the figure keeps painting the same disc over and over until they've mastered it? That's the energy you're in. You're perfecting your craft, while at the same time you're visioning what you can do in the future once you've perfected this craft. So it could be something like you're working towards your degree. You take course by course by course and you're gaining your skill, you're gaining mastery, and now you're at the point where you're like, I think I know what I can do once I have mastered these courses out in the world. You're innovating, you're visioning something new. While you're doing that, you're being encouraged to step back from taking a leadership energy on this project and taking more of a communication energy, and to, let's say, work more with passion, emotion, and inspiration and curiosity. Follow your curiosity rather than following logic, because you have the strong court cards in the water signs, not the airs, the sword signs. So that's why, even though this is to do with your work and visioning your passions, you're being encouraged to continue to explore, I would say. Continue to explore things that spark your curiosity. Don't formalize any major decisions that set your life path yet. Continue exploring, because you're going to need to like kind of spiral and land on the right thing that it's kind of like you're searching for something, right? You just need to keep exploring. You're going to land on it in time. Maybe in April, since this is the April reading. Oh, here are your two cards. So you've got upheaval. Interesting. And bashfulness. I'm taking these two cards together to mean let go of your reservations. If you feel like you're not good enough, or you're not qualified, or you're shy to pursue something that you want to explore, it's time to let go of that. It's a fear that's holding you back, because you know in your heart that you're meant for this. You do feel that in your heart. It's society societal expectations that are giving you the fear, holding you back. It's time to let that go, because you're only holding yourself back, really, from what you need to be doing, what you know you need to be doing in your heart. Again, this is like follow your heart, follow your curiosity. Mastery, wisdom keeper. Yeah, so this connects with the Eight of Pentacles cards. You are working towards mastery in some area. You've got 2 eagles and a snake. So there is metamorphosis, spiritual and a transformation at play here. And you're being guided very much so by people in the physical and your spirit team in working this out. I would say trust, like, follow guidance right now with the communication. Learn to communicate with your mentors, your advisors at school, as much as with your spirit and your inner knowing, because it's leading you towards this mastery path so that you can start working on this vision you have at the appropriate time. But the appropriate time is not yet. I'm actually feeling 2, so I'm going to grab them. Realign, walk in a good way. And you see the figures following the ancestor, the eagle. Oh, you do need to follow your curiosity, because you do need to realign your path. You're not quite on the right path yet. And pathway, creation story, yeah. Strong emphasis on this message about aligning to your path, finding your path, creating your path. Find ways to, like, maybe meditate, communicate with yourself, your, like I said, your inner knowing, your guides, because you are getting guidance. You just need to tune in, and then you'll be able to realign. Another way I want to say with the Queen of Cups to kind of navigate the alignment is, does this feel right? Does this inspire me? Do I get like bubbles in my stomach, or like flutters in my chest? Like, those are all signals physiologically to yourself that you are aligning to your path. Your joy is sparking, your mind is sparking. Those are path alignment signs. Okay, I'm going to get these 3. 4 of Pentacles. Oh, it's 4 cards. 4 of Cups in reverse. The High Priestess, definitely connecting to your intuition. And the King of Wands in reverse. Yeah, another King in reverse, telling you not to solidify this plan yet. There's still stuff that needs to be done first. Don't take this off the ground yet. 4 of Pentacles, invest in yourself. You might be investing in the right class or certificate course. And you're going to be saying no to, 4 of Cups in reverse. It's like this. You'll be saying no to some opportunities that on paper look like what you should be doing. And you'll be saying yes to some opportunities that look totally unconventional. And I guess you're Aquarius. You're all about the unconventional. So just follow your Aquarius nature. And your inner guidance with the High Priestess is going to show you that way. I think, is the figure doing tarot? You might want to get your own oracle deck or tarot deck for your own messages. I see that coming through for you. So yeah, try to see what deck or artwork that's out there that maybe like aligns to the thing you're working on, or something that resonates with you. And that will help you get clarity on following your path. Wishing you so much luck with that, because you will align to it. It's just a message that this is what you need to be doing now in April to work towards aligning to it. Again, invest in yourself if you need to, like, maybe even take out some loans for a certificate course you've been curious about for a while. It could be something like Reiki, something really unconventional. Maybe like you're in nursing school and you think you're going the medical way, and then you discover Reiki energy healing and you're like, this lights me up. Follow that kind of thing. You know, it doesn't matter what society says, because you're here to master something, and you're going to find ways to marry your nursing with your Reiki skills, something like that. Yeah, and I'm wishing you so much luck with that, because that's going to be very magnificent when it all comes together. Hi Pisces, an April 2024 message for you. 10 of Cups in reverse, Temperance in reverse, Ace of Wands in reverse, and the Hierophant. You're being called to tap into your Hierophant energies to help upright again these cards, these energies, the Ace of Wands, the 10 of Cups, the Temperance card, which need some kind of balancing in your life. So the Ace of Wands is all about starting, the start of a new project, a new kind of like inspiration coming to you to set down a course of possibly study with the Hierophant, or set down a passion, down the path of a passion project. And in this depiction, there's actually a phoenix rising from flames, so it's kind of like starting again after something has ended, and there's a delay to this, so somehow, and this is the thing to work on this month to get this started. We'll get more information on how. That's not the only thing to get started on again. The other thing is to balance your, I would say this is your home life and your emotional fulfillment with your relationships, your connections to others. There's something that's been held back lately with this, and it also needs uprighting. And then last, you have the Temperance card, which is all about balancing, particularly balancing between extremes. So if you were experiencing some extreme like highs and lows in life lately, this is your moment to find ways to start letting that be in the past, to heal from it through the Temperance card, by remembering that everything has a temporary moment. Those hard times happened, and now is the healing times. And by balancing that, by acknowledging that now is the healing times, you are able to let in the Ace of Wands energy, beginning a new passion, and the 10 of Cups energy, your emotional fulfillment again. There's something really key with the Hierophant in orchestrating all of this. And the Hierophant is all about formal institutions of knowledge. So it's something to do with your schooling or going. It's either about like allowing yourself to start on this program that you had your mind on, but didn't get to start because of circumstances, or it can be that an urge, what's the word? Encouragement to finish the studies that you've already started. Maybe you're holding back or dragging your feet or procrastinating, something like that, so that these energies can have motion again in your life as well. Yeah, I want to get some more cards to see what else comes through. So you have the Cat and Lavender with Independence. There is something here about you alone needing to make this decision or make this first move to start all the rest of this in motion. Oh, deceit. Is this the thing that you need healing from, the deceit? Yeah, before I say more, I want to get some more cards actually. Receptivity, sweetgrass braid. This card is all about the balance between giving and receiving. It reminds me of the temperance energy, balancing. But this is calling you in to open yourself to receiving. And I did place it here, so unconsciously. So it is a block in your heart, possibly, for receiving emotional connection, love, and support, and receiving confidence to take this new task on, this new pathway that's kind of like waiting for you. These things are like waiting for you to like step through the portal and activate them. Accomplishment, medicine rights. This card is all about acknowledging and celebrating the end of a cycle. This is kind of like what I was saying earlier with you've been through something rough and you're being called to kind of let the bad times kind of be in the past, to welcome in the good times, keep the balance between the extremes, the bad and the good times, because that you did accomplish finishing that cycle already. Whatever this had to do with the deceit, and you're becoming independent from that. You're starting a new cycle. So yeah, there are 2 ones here of starting a new cycle that's coming in very strong. That possibly you're kind of living in fear that this cycle hasn't ended. It has ended. That's really strongly your message coming through. Because that message is coming through because you are ready to start this new cycle. And a beautiful cycle, I might add. 6 of Swords. All aboard, witch. It's time to write a new chapter. I mean, if you needed any more confirmation, it's coming through. All about ending this chapter, starting a new one, a new great chapter. And also celebrate what you accomplished, because it is the end. You can mark the end with a celebration. Actually, let me read you the affirmation from that. Maybe that will help. It says, "My soul has grown in leaps and bounds. I celebrate my brilliance and place in this world." So maybe you can reflect on that ceremoniously to seal off this cycle. Actually, all these cards wanted to jump out. 11, Justice. Another 1/1's coming through. So justice did come through, or it's being served now. This is helping you to close off the cycle. 6 of Cups in reverse. Could this have been something from deep in the past? Possibly for some people. For others, it's telling you to leave this in the past, like I've been saying. And the 5 of Cups in reverse, yeah, where it says spilled tea isn't the end of the world. You don't have to define your whole life by what happened here. It's just an aspect of what happened in your life. There's so much more to come. And really, this next chapter is so good. So hoping that you find ways to work through this in April and become receptive to the new energy coming your way to start your new chapter. Hi Aries, this is your April 2024 reading. The 2 of Swords in reverse. The Magician. the Six of Wands. And Strength. Such strong cards coming through. This is very much your month. I mean, it is your, for many of you, it will be your birthday month. So happy birthday, by the way. Aries. The blindfold has come off. You know which direction to take and you're going for it. You know exactly what you need to do to create the world around you as it should be, as it needs to be. You're arranging things around you, putting things into place. Whatever your situation is, there's a lot of victory in this. There's a lot of success, and you're coming into your power. You're stepping into your strength this month. There's nothing in your way. There's so much power here. Yeah, I just want to mention the eclipse on April 8th, which is in your sign of Aries. Possibly something to do with that. Let's get more cards, more information. Innocence, the Mouse and Buttercup, and this is the 0 card. So this is all about like the world is your oyster energy. Basically, you can do anything you want. You can go in any direction that you want to take this new power. And I feel like stepping into your power, your strength, in the sense of the Magician card, that you've discovered possibly your powers of manifestation, your ability to charismatically make things happen in the business world or in your studies, in some kind of like real world setting. You are able to put all the pieces together, and like you've kind of really realized how powerful you are about this, and you're kind of wondering, okay, where are we going to take this next? Sky's the limit, really. Healing. I feel like this means the more you heal, the stronger you get. I feel like you realized your power when you went through some healing process, and there's more power available to you there as you continue on your healing journey over time. Birch tree with humility. Be sure to balance your sense of personal success and drive with the collective success, because as I said, you're able to arrange things around you. That includes people. You can very much be a leader in this energy, but it will require some level of humility from you. So see how all the birch trees are the same. One is standing out definitely, and that's you. Yet everyone is equal. Everyone is still a birch tree. That's really the message coming in for you with that one. Like, that can really be the strength of your leadership style, is that you identify as part of the collective. You never let go of that equality identification as part of the collective. In Sage Stick Cleanse. It's really interesting that we keep getting these like strong like victory, confidence cards, and then we keep getting like these healing and cleansing cards. So yeah, there is still something to energetically cleanse from your physical body, the energy in your physical body, but also your home space. So you might want to just buy some sage and sage your place, sage your body, and whatever other ways you want to cleanse, like detox yourself, would be beneficial at this time, especially, as I said, for your healing as you continue to gain power. So you next get the Chariot. This is happening fast for you. And, ooh, the Two of Swords again, but this time in upright. So you'll keep coming upon these Two of Swords situations, but you have the tools to be able to get through them. So the Two of Swords situations are not knowing which way to go forward, kind of being indecisive. You've really worked on your abilities to make decisions, make logical decisions quickly, and that skill isn't leaving you. You'll be able to blow past all of the barricades from here on out, and that will really be one of your super strengths going forward. You're Moki, come down. So Mocha actually tipped one of these sacred oracle cards off the table for you, and it's storytelling, connection. So linked to the Two of Swords, I think both listening to the stories of people who came before you and conveying the stories of your wisdom and expertise are going to help you get through these logical impasses, or these like knowledge impasses. It's going to help you see the way through. So keep in communication. That's really going to help you in your Two of Swords superpower, getting through these blocks. Knight of Pentacles. This is interesting. This is really related to the Chariot and the Two of Swords, because this is all about like planning out your path strategically before setting out on it. And I really see that coming into the Two of Swords by being able to see through your blind spots, and the Chariot continuing to go forward in a forward motion. And with the Knight of Pentacles, that's really what you're embodying now. This is like an earth energy, and you're a fire energy as Aries. And so you've gained some kind of practical mindedness that really helps you keep this forward motion without leading you astray. So this is great. This is all new, I gotta say. This is new energy you've up-leveled into, you're stepped into, and you're really kind of growing your command over it in April, and you're only getting stronger. Knight of Swords in reverse. This, especially lining up with the Two of Swords, is telling you not to overthink it. Your power is trusting your gut, and your knowledge is working very fast. That's why it's kind of coming through to you in gut intuitions, making fast decisions. I will say making fast decisions is really your advice this month. I don't know if there's a timing thing at play where you might have been delaying in the past. This is really your encouragement that you know the way forward. The strategy will line up for you as you go. Just get on your bike and go for it. Don't overthink it. Hi Taurus, an April 2024 message for you. Seven of Cups in reverse. Six of Swords in reverse. The Hermit. And the World in reverse. So you've decided to stay with some kind of situation. You had a lot of options ahead of you. Some of those options were to leave the situation, but you've decided to stay. You're not ready yet to complete the cycle of whatever this is that you're in. It could be in any realm of your life. I'm not really seeing specifics as to where. It could be a place you're living, a program you're a part of, a relationship, something that you're like volunteering for or standing up in advocacy for. It could be anything, but you've decided to stay, and you want to complete this cycle in the right way. And that's why you're now embracing the Hermit energy in April. You're retreating to connect with your insight. You might really get into quiet spaces and meditate because you have some inner knowledge, inner wisdom that's ready to come out so that you can complete this cycle in the right way. Dark Spirit Moon Void. That really feels like the Hermit energy to me. That there is a void you're entering full of possibilities because you want to discover those possibilities for yourself. Let them come to light. This is really interesting. It says, sink into the void and allow the medicine in this experience to reveal itself to you. Resist the urge to leap out of this phase and simply be in it. Remember that it is in times of discomfort and chaos that we grow deeply. This is an important time for you, yeah. And that's why you're deciding to stay and sit with it, to grow, to find some kind of key insight that you will carry with you forward through your life. Interesting stuff, really significant. Plantkin sensitivity and Spider Woman destiny. This is something that's really been planned for you to happen at this time. It's really essential that is happening at this time, and you are stepping up to it. Oh, something you might do. Remember I told you to, like, you're going into your cave and meditating? You might go into nature to sensitize yourself to the language of the universe. So camping trips, being in gardens, surrounding yourself with like herbals that have a lot of scent, like this lavender. I believe that's lavender. That's going to heighten your sensitivity to the world around you and to the spirit connection that has a message for you at this month. Okay, I guess those are your cards. Upheaval. So you're definitely changing up the way you do things from the norm. This is a change of habits, I think, that will stick with you for the rest of your life. Deceit. I feel like this is you deceiving yourself in some way. Maybe putting yourself down and saying that you can't do something. And independence. It's time for you to stand up for yourself. Yeah, I have to say I do see some kind of self-defeating or self-abandonment kind of behavior. And it has to do with attachments to other people. Your medicine truly is to withdraw, become independent, and self-reliant. This is the strength that you're meant to step into. I believe you're deceiving yourself that you think that you can't ever be independent and strong on your own. Your message this April is that you can, and you really have a beautiful opportunity to step into this month. Nine of Wands, it says it would take a hell of a lot more to defeat you. You're really standing strong with this. This could be, for some people as well, addictions, as well as the self-defeating behavior. You're really putting up the fight because you know that you can withstand this. You know that you can get through it. You absolutely can. And the Five of Swords, it says you can't be right all the time. To me, this says ask for the right help. Yeah, there's a balance between you are being independent, right? you're not like overly relying on people who are in intimate relationships, but you are stepping up for yourself, showing up for yourself by asking for the right kinds of help in your life, like professional services, professional help, or advice from the right people. This is not the intimate relationships. It's different. So it is about becoming independent, yet still connected in healthy ways to society, to stand on your own strongly, to go your own way. You know what you need. You know what your medicine is. This is the month that you get the strength to pull it through. This is really your destiny, so you can have confidence in that.